When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
Lightning flash!
Solidify!
Take cover!
Illusion shattered!
Ah! Man, this hurts. Those monsters came out of nowhere. Thank you both for your help. Who are you?
Hi there. Yasutake commissioned us to come and assist with the delivery.
Wonderful. I was starting to think I'd never get this iron ore to its destination. So do I owe you anything for this?
Nope, this is between us and Yasutake. He's the one you should be thanking, if anyone. All right, let's do this.
There is no escape!
Get out of here! Take cover! Off we go!
Illusion shattered!
Careful. There could be more monsters to come.
Out of the way!
I will have order. Solidify!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
There is no escape!
Huh?
Shine down!
Okay, almost there now. One final push.
Solidify!
Take cover!
There is no escape!
This is order.
Going in! Out of the way!
All right. I think we could leave the goods here.
Many thanks. There were so many monsters I didn't even see where they came from. It was a dicey situation.
The route should be safe from here on out. We'll be heading off now.
Sure thing. Again, my thanks to both of you.
All in a day's work. Come on, let's go. Worry no more, good sir. Your goods have been safely delivered.
Good to know. As for the issue you needed my help with, I have someone on the case. You can expect a resolution very shortly. You always seem to be cleaning up for other people behind the scenes. Must keep you pretty busy. Seems to eat up all your personal time, too. Speaking of, I'm going to need your help again in a few days' time. There's a meeting coming up, and several trade associations will be fighting tooth and nail over the chance to make a profit. You'll have to mediate on this one.
Ah, that rings a bell. Not a problem. I'll be there.
Oh, one other thing. I heard Sakai gave our guy a loan a while back. Just thought you might be interested to know.
Huh, is that so? It sounds like I should go talk to him then. Thanks again for all your help. Much obliged.
Think nothing of it. Goodbye for now. I'll see you in a few days' time.
Okay, this problem is halfway solved. That was the quartermaster of the Tenryo Commission. He's in charge of all of their procurement, and also responsible for keeping their weapon supplies intact. Making weapons involves purchasing raw materials, so he's the key decision-maker in all the related trade in iron ore. The iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now. On the surface, not a whole lot, I'll admit, but you'll see very shortly. But before that, time to go visit another old friend of mine.
Ah, Toma, you too? Yasutake sent someone over already, but I'm telling you, Toma, I just don't know if it's feasible.
Really? Why? Is there a problem?
You betcha. The guy owes me Mora, for sure, but there's a long repayment period on that loan. If I go hounding him for Mora now, that makes me the bad guy.
But as I recall, the only reason he was entitled to such a long period was because at the outset, he had a business relationship with the Yashiro Commission. So, if we sever ties with him, surely he'd have to pay you back right away.
In principle, that's how it works, but I'd still be the one who has to take all the flack. I'm just a small timer, you know? People like me need stability and security, not to go rocking the boat.
Come on now, let's work something out. Weren't you after some Noctiluctus Jade last time we spoke? We can put our heads together and get a hold of some for you.
Well, Noctilucus Jade would be good for starters, but...
For starters, I'd say that's plenty for now. You don't want to go biting off more than you can chew, right?
You... Okay, fine. If you bring me some Noctilucus Jade, I'll get my hands dirty for you.
Great. All right, let's go and find some. Okay, is this enough?
Plenty. Leave the rest to me. I promise you'll be satisfied customers. You know, Toma, you haven't changed one bit. Same mindset, same style of working. I sure hope the two of us never get into a conflict. Fingers crossed our cooperation will stay happy and healthy for a long time to come.
Don't you worry. Unless you've got plans to cause trouble for the Yashiro Commission, the future looks bright for all our future dealings.
That's good to hear. Okay, I'll be seeing you folks.
Don't worry. People whose attention is always focused on other people's weaknesses tend to expose their own weaknesses pretty easily. Let's head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
What do we do now?
We could try asking him nicely. Maybe he'd have a change of heart.
I highly doubt that would work. Then again, Since we don't have any other options, we might as well give it a try.
But the samurai spirit.
We serve the head of the clan. If the clan is in trouble, we must bear whatever humiliation comes our way to resolve the situation. This, too, is the samurai spirit.
Is anyone there?
Huh? What's he doing here?
He must be here to make fun of us.
There's nothing we can do about it. Brace yourself. I apologize.
I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize. Forgive me. I'll sell to you at the original price. No, what am I saying? Make that half price.
What's going on here?
Toma? Toma, are you here? I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a warehouse full of stock, too. If you need more, please, you'll have everything you could need.
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None whatsoever. I'll stake my whole reputation on it. No fakes, no defects. I give you my word. Please, this is my whole livelihood. Don't cut me off.
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the goods, and if all's in order, I'm sure whatever problems you're presently facing will quickly disappear.
Okay, I'll deliver the goods right away. Right away, I promise.
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best interest. All right, with that taken care of, let's get out of here.
Why was he apologizing to Toma?
What's going on here? Hey, Toma! That's strange. Where'd he go? He was right here a second ago.
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the railings. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore. You remember what he said, don't you? His goods could go unsold and it wouldn't bother him. So, the solution in this case was to cut off his main line of business and make him really feel the heat. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as it happened, I knew a few of his major customers, so I sorted it out privately. When he realized he couldn't shift his product, had no source of revenue, and wouldn't be able to pay off his loan, he suddenly felt the pressure. Then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problems was, so he'd seek us out to make an apology. It's no big deal. I've dealt with plenty of situations like this in the past. I know you'd like people to look up to me more, but it doesn't bother me all that much. I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important to me. On the contrary, having too good of a reputation can be restrictive. You feel indignant for my sake when you hear people spreading gossip about me, don't you? That says that in your mind, I'm not the kind of person they say I am. For me, that's enough. All I need is for the people I'm close with to know the real me. Thanks for your help in averting a potential crisis for the Yashiro Commission. I owe you one. I'll have to entertain you again sometime. Ah, plus I didn't get very far with entertaining you this time around, so I guess I owe the both of you.
Monsters! Let's take them out! Out of the way! Adventure time! Get out of here! Out of the way!
Fucking like waiting to a corner. You little bitch.
Give order.
Oh, they all died from it. Holy shit. Alright.
Stabilize.
Seems like it's over. Did we stop them?
Huh? There's something on the ground.
It's just a piece of paper. It looks like a little paper figure. Is it a talisman? Maybe one of the samurai dropped it.
A paper figure, huh? Reminds me of the Shikigami they talk about in the legends. Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking into legends from all over Tibet. Well, they give me inspiration for my lyrics. They say in Inazuma there are paper cutouts imbued with magical power that follow their masters wherever they go. Some of them can banish evil, repel monsters, or even protect your home.
Sounds a bit like all that sigil and adepti art stuff they have over in Liyue. What? Paimon is a professional Tibet travel guide and your best friend! Let's see your fighting origami do that!
Wait, look! The Shikigami, it's moving!
Hey there, little paper guy. Can you hear us? Can you talk?
Where am I? Did I faint? Oh no. Wait. Did you see the monsters that escaped from here? Where did they go?
Well, there were monsters around here, all right. But we took care of all of them.
Thank you. And thank goodness they didn't manage to escape. I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt.
Are you a Shikigami? Those monsters, you didn't let them out, right?
To my knowledge, Shikigami are all about defeating monsters. So what's your story?
My name is Shiki Taisho, and I'm sorry you have to see me like this on our first meeting. This domain is called the Mystic Onmyo Chamber. I'm the overseer in charge here. The Mystic Onmyo Chamber has been in an extended slumber, just as I have. However, a few days ago, under the influence of an unknown power, all the monsters in the domain were suddenly awakened, and the door was opened. Actually, it seems like I may have suffered some memory loss in the process. All I remember is waking up to a living nightmare. I tried my best to stop them. I was surprised to see the monsters turn into paper charms when they were defeated. That's when I remembered that they must also be Onmyodo creations, and form part of this Onmyo chamber, like me.
Onmyodo creations? I don't follow.
I'm sorry. I can't give you a clear explanation right now. Me? My sincere apologies. I am a Shikigami, but all I know is that I'm the overseer responsible for this domain. I can't remember who my master is, or why I was created in the first place. I'm a failure.
You mean you don't even know if you're one of the good guys? Aw. Hey, don't worry. Paimon heard that those with memory loss sometimes start to remember things when they return to a familiar place. Why don't you try going back into the domain?
I was just about to try that. I still have many unanswered questions, but one thing I'm certain of is that my powers originate from this domain. We might even be one and the same. For some reason, I have a feeling that I should be able to completely control it.
If Shikigami are supposed to help with banishing evil and repelling monsters, you were probably stationed here to guard the entrance. As for your memory loss, did you ever hear those stories? You know, the one where someone loses their memory and forgets about the incredible powers they had? Once they remember, they become invincible again!
Actually, I was just thinking along those lines. Do you think you all can help me out?
The most urgent task is helping you to remember, right? Once your memory's back, you might be able to control the domain again and stop any more monsters from escaping.
Traveler, can I borrow you for a second? This Shiki Taisho has only just woken up and it's lost part of its memory. Do you trust it? Well, if it really is a guardian of the domain, then we're in good company. But if it's not... Exactly. We shouldn't make any foregone conclusions, but we still gotta be careful. Besides, we still don't know who built this domain or why there are so many monsters inside. We need to get more of an understanding. Paimon, on the other hand, seems to trust it quite a bit. I guess she's still a child at heart. Hold on there, Paimon. Let's get a grasp of the situation before we get too hasty.
I understand. Between my mysterious memory loss and my link to this Onmyo chamber, it's normal for you to have your doubts.
Why don't you let me test your sincerity?
Sincerity? Ooh, sounds like something interesting is about to happen.
You may not believe it, but music lovers like myself are able to use a special kind of language that isn't used by ordinary folks. This language can be transmitted to others in the form of music itself.
Ooh, special language? Paimon wants to hear it.
It's an honest language that touches the true depths of the heart. I'll be using this language to perform a test to see if our friend Shiki Taisho here is truly trustworthy.
Music? That's not something I have much experience with. But I'm willing to accept any trials you deem necessary. All I want to do is take care of the crisis at hand.
All right. Well then listen up and look lively. So, hope your spines ain't shivering too much.
But you only played one song. Is that enough for the test?
The language I spoke was hidden in the music. You won't notice it, but it'll find its way into your heart and expand your mind. Every soul reacts differently to this kind of language. Just tell me how it made you feel, and I'll tell you the color of your soul.
What? That sounds amazing.
A kind heart? A heart forced into evil deeds? A heart closed off from having grown used to misfortune? All of them come in different colors. So, Shiki Taisho, tell me, what did my music make you feel?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand. I've never heard music like this before, so it's impossible for me to grasp the hidden intricacies. What I can say is that my body and soul, if I have a soul, has been uplifted by your melody. I can see the world that you described. I'm not sure how to put it, but it felt like I was wandering aimlessly on a path with a mist all around me. It felt like I was wounded, and my head was aching. There were sounds coming from beyond the mist that frightened me, and I worried I was about to be swallowed by some hidden danger. But all I could do was continue forward. I didn't know where my destination was, but it felt like someone was waiting there for me.
Wow. That's a lot of feels for a piece of paper. Maybe Paimon failed the test. All Paimon could think of was a bunch of people eating grilled fish.
Grilled fish. I think I saw something similar to that. I was grilling fish with people whose faces I couldn't make out. There was a fire at the end of the mist. people were sitting around with freshly caught fish on bamboo skewers. I'd transformed into an actual person. I was having dinner with them. And yet, I had the feeling that I'd be leaving and continuing on my way again once the sun rose.
An endless journey. And there wasn't any fighting. Mighty interesting. So my melody didn't conjure up any thoughts of fighting for you?
Oh. Should it have?
No. You gave a great answer. I had a few friends listen to that tune before as well. Your answer really reminded me of theirs. As far as songs go, it's pretty complex with a lot of twists and turns, but the image you had prevailed the whole way through. You must be very similar to those friends of mine.
Are you talking about Xiangling and Beidou?
That's right. I'll wager you're a like-minded being. Based on your answer, I'm willing to trust you.
Really? I was just trying to describe how I felt. I didn't think you'd be able to trust me so quickly.
That's because this is all still mysterious to you. I have no doubt about the language of music. It tells me who I can trust. Music ain't bound to anything. It's free in the truest sense of the word. Shiki Tai showed to me, out of all the things you could have thought of, the images you landed on make me feel like we were supposed to run into you.
Thank you very much, young lady.
No need to thank me. Trusting you is an extension of my belief in my musical intuition. Not to strum my own chord or anything. No kidding? I'm lucky to have friends with such great taste in music.
I will never forget the kindness you've all shown me. I'm certain I can be of help to you. If only I can regain my memories.
Oh, enough of that. We're not helping you because we need something from you. The most important thing now is to prepare ourselves for what lies ahead. Traveler, we better get combat ready. Let's see what this here domain has to offer. Maybe we can take care of everything before Madame Kujo Sara gets back.
For adventurers at our level, there isn't a domain out